OMFL family, what is good, everybody? It is your boy Snypz. We got another year of OMFL football about to take place here on Snypz TV Gaming. And what better way to start this thing up than first and foremost talking about who is going to be a part of this prestigious league. All right, so this is going to be a lot of fun, everybody. I ain't gonna say no names, okay? I ain't gonna say no names. We got a little bit of hate already that we was talking about off air, but I ain't gonna say no names just yet. All right, but again, big shout out to everybody here in the chat rocking with us, man. We appreciate everybody tuning in, and we got a great panel here today. We got my guy Ehmo in the building. Ehmo, what is good, brother?
What's up, Snypz? Good to be here. I'm glad to have you back for another release with us in Omfl.
All right, and we got Cali as well in the building. Cali, what's good, brother? Is Cali here? I guess Cali's not here yet.
He probably on mute.
Oh, yeah, he's probably on mute. Cali.
Hey,
There you.
what's up, Snypz? Sorry about that.
No, you're good. You're good.
I got a phone call from Tricky. I'm sorry, I had to hang up on him. Hey, thanks for collaborating with us another year. Welcome everybody. It should be another great year. I'm very pumped.
Indeed. And Dorian's in the building as well too. Dorian, you here, brother?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's good?
To be back.
Indeed. So look, we got a lot to discuss here today, and it shouldn't take too long to discuss this thing, but obviously we are going to talk about what is going on in this league and who is going to be a part of what divisions. I got a feeling it's going to get a little spicy. All right. I think it's going to get a little spicy here, man. I don't know, but I got a feeling. Again, there was a little bit of hate. Okay. A little bit of hate that I'm sure is going to be popping off in this league. And I definitely can't wait to see what everybody got to say about a lot of these players, as most of these players have already, have won multiple championships in the OMFL. That has obviously been to the playoffs numerous times, and some people's got other people's numbers. All right, again, we're definitely going to talk about that in just a moment. So look, this is how it's going to work out, everybody. All right, we're going to keep it real sweet, real simple here. Okay, real simple. We're going to talk about AFC East, NFC East, AFC North, NFC North, AFC South, NFC South, and then AFC West, NFC West to cap it all off. All right, so are you guys ready? Ehmo, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, Cali, you ready?
Let's go.
All right, Dorian, you ready?
Oh yeah.
Let's get to it. All right, without further ado, everybody, let's get this thing going. We're gonna talk about this AFC East first, man. So this is man, I'm looking forward to the AFC East, man, and I really want to see, no doubt about it, what this guy Tuna is going to be able to do with the Patriots. Tuna and the Pats, Bud Bowl and the Jets, Brad and the Dolphins, and Havoc and the Bills. So before I give my take on anything, let's get thoughts from Ehmo in regards to this first and foremost. Ehmo, what's your thoughts on this AFC East?
It's going to be a really good division. We got 4 players that I would say are pretty good. Played quite a bit with all of them. Brad was in my division last year, so I think it'll be pretty competitive. 3 of the teams I think are a lot better than the 4th, obviously the Pats. But I think the Pats have the benefit of having a rookie QB, which I think has been pretty huge in Madden, not having to pay 60-70 million.
Yeah,
I was looking at rosters earlier. I think Tua's penalty is like 90 million. So you're kind of stuck with him,
Yeah.
But I think they gave him 87 throw power this time. I tested him the other day. He seems okay, much better than last year. So maybe he'll be okay. But yeah, I think Pats are sort of like one of the worst roster in the division. But I think they have pieces to build, at least the quarterback.
Indeed. So what do you think about this division here, Cali?
It's gonna be tight, you know. I think Brad can make some noise with those Dolphins, and that's all that speed. James is a baller. We know that. We know he cannot win the big one, but he always makes some noise. And Tuna, I mean, at one point we thought Tuna was actually T4 under a new account. I mean, I know Tuna can ball. I had him with the Saints for a while. And, you know, it's going to be tough for Bud Bowl. He's going to have to step it up this year. But if we are going to make a prediction, I think Brad with that roster is going to take the division at least season 1.
Okay, so I like that you bought that in there, because that was definitely going to be one of the questions that I went back to ask Ehmo, because I did forget to ask him. So Ehmo, who do you think is taking season 1? Again, we're just talking season 1 here. All right, this is number 64 here for the OMFL. Okay, who's taking season 1 in this division, Ehmo?
Let me maybe we can do like a little roster breakdown before we do that. I forgot to do the first time around, but I think I kind of went over the paths a little bit. So I think, yeah, I was looking earlier. They have the QB, and outside of that, not much else. Maybe Christian Gonzalez at corner. Their safeties are okay, a little older. So definitely a rebuild there. I wouldn't put Tuna just yet into the race for winning the division. I'd say it will take him a season or two to get there, but he's good. I think last year he had the Falcons, did pretty well. And then I think the Jets are actually a pretty good team. I picked them up in another league. We did a draft, so I took them number 7. So I was looking for a really good young defense, and I think that's what they got. They have Williams, who is just as good as last year or this year from what I've seen in a few games. They have also Sauce Gardner, best corner in the game. Not so sure if he'll be as effective. Corners have been not as good lately, but hopefully they will win. Just all around, like younger guys on defense contribute like some development. And then on offense, obviously Aaron Rodgers. Actually, I was looking, his contract is pretty friendly for Madden. He's making only about like $20 million a year for 2 years, something like that.
Oh yeah,
so guaranteed. So it's pretty good, and they have decent O-line. They have Brees, of course. Brees Hall is great. They have Williams, Mike Williams, who came over from the Chargers. They have Garrett Wilson, who I guess for some reason he didn't get, maybe because they were bad last year, but didn't get any abilities yet. But you know, he's young, could be developed, so I could see Bud Bowl competing. Brad and the Dolphins, I think that, you know, it's one of the teams that was really good last year. A lot of people were like picking them top 5 because of the speed and all that. I think they lost some guys though this year. I think Wilkins went over to the Raiders. I think they have a lot of issues with contracts. So Brad is going to have to do a lot of work, basically trading players. They're like, you know, big hole season 2. So you probably have maybe one season, maybe even start moving some pieces before that. I think Tyreek is set to make like 30-40 million. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be good season 1, but I would look Brad to maybe make some moves early to free up some cap, because it's one of the worst probably cap situations. And then the Bills, I think, also took a step back. I think they have Josh Allen, more or less. Linebackers weren't that great. They lost basically Stephon Diggs and didn't really replace him. I think they have James Cook running back, which is like okay, but yeah, nothing really there. I think they're not a great team. Maybe some aging players. Again, they also were a favorite last year, but really dropped in drafts from what I've seen, and people, you know, don't request them as much. But I'm going to take James and the Bills to win the division the first go around. I think Brad, I had him in my division last year. He's good. I think he takes a little bit of time to sort of adjust to the game, learn, get his playbook ready. So I think James is my favorite here.
Okay. So you're taking the Bills. I actually like that take. I can't even lie to you. I like that take, but I'll talk about that in just a moment. So you guys hear my take on this situation, but I want to hear from Dorian here also in regards to this division and who he thinks is going to win this division and possibly why they think he's going to win this division.
I feel like Brad probably win the division. He just got a ton of weapons. I mean, he and this team, the Dolphins, this suits him. Because he is a passer. He's an elite passer. He's one of the best passers in our league. And so he has Tua, Tyreek, Waddle, and then he got fast running backs. You know what I'm saying? So I think he has it. I feel like Tuna is probably a season away, but I'm not counting him out. But Brad his offense is crazy.
Yeah.
Havoc last year, he had the Lions last year. He was pretty good. He's a running guy. I mean, he's pretty balanced, but this year, Brad, I don't know. I think Brad got it.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you this. Obviously, the strongest team in this division for me is going to be Brad and the Dolphins, without a doubt. You know, this team has the most speed in Madden. I'm sure plenty of guys have already played games against the Dolphins and have seen, you know, what they can do. But it's going to be based upon what Ehmo kind of stated as well, is how he's going to be able to, you know, develop with this team. And then on top of that, when you talk about the cap situation and everything else, he might have to release some people and you know, it may be after, you know, I don't know if it's going to be after season 1 or what have you, but he may have to get rid of some people. But on paper right now, again, when you talk about the Dolphins, it's tough to not pick the Dolphins in this division. All right. The only question I will always have, we know Tua eventually, after a certain amount of years, ends up being a better quarterback based on you being able to build Tua. But when he starts off with, I believe he's either 86 or 87 throw power, and you know what I mean, if he can't get the ball to these guys, that could be a problem. And then when you talk about the Jets are equipped with every piece to stop the Dolphins, in my opinion. You know what I mean? They have a stout defense. Offense is going to be stout as well too. I think they're the second, obviously the second best team in this division. Okay. Havoc. You know, I like the Bills, and most of you guys already know that's my second favorite team, the Bills. But they lost a lot of pieces. There. Obviously, losing Stephon Diggs is huge, but they still have guys like James Cook running the football. They're gonna have, you know, a pretty decent offense, despite losing Diggs. I don't think they'll be that bad at all. Josh Allen is Josh Allen, Mr. 99 throw power. He's still a 99 this year, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I mean? But, you know, James Cook is going to be your guy running the football. And then obviously you got wideouts. I believe they got Curtis Samuel now, and they do have MVS. So remember that too. Valdez-Scantling, if you know how to use him in his previous years of Madden, he has been a cheat code in Madden. Okay. Valdez-Scantling has been a very good wide receiver in Madden. So I like that addition for the Bills in Madden. Okay. Obviously defensively, you know, and then obviously you got Keon Coleman, you got guys like that. This team is equipped as well too to do some work, and Havoc does have some game, so they're equipped to do some work. And then obviously on the defensive side, you know, you got plenty of pressure going on, with the exception of I think Von Miller took a little bit of a step back in this game. I think he took somewhat of a step back a little bit. And then your cornerback position, you don't have White there anymore. So when you're dealing with guys like Rasul Douglas, and I believe Benford is their other guy that's their starter, there's not a lot of speed there. So Buffalo, from the defensive back perspective, they're going to have some issues there. So I think Havoc is going to have to make some moves to get some defensive back help there in order to deal with a team like the Dolphins. And Tuna on the other side, with the Patriots, there's a lot of work to be done there, but I think Tuna could do it. But I mean, we could go on for a half hour about the Patriots and what they need to do and everything else. But they do have a young core that they could work around. I believe if the rosters are correct, and you guys can let me know, but I believe they're gonna lose Judon. That's huge. Okay, that's huge. They may lose Judon in this. Are they gonna lose Judon in this league?
No, sir. We already started the CFM, so it's whatever it is on there now.
Okay.
Just kind of roll with it. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So that works out for him. He won't lose Judon. Okay, so that's great, because there's gonna be some leagues that they're gonna lose Judon. They're gonna be sick. You know what I mean? They're gonna be sick. Third. Yeah. So at the end of the day, though, for my pick, it's hard pressed not to pick the Dolphins. I gotta go Brad in season 1, but this division can be anybody's division at the end of the day in any given season. I think this could be anybody's division. I just want to see how the guys build in this division. So I'm very intrigued about this division, no doubt about it. So those are our takes here for the AFC East. Okay, so Ehmo, I'm gonna start here with you for the NFC East now. All right, so the NFC East is as follows: Dynasty and the Cowboys, Sev, and the Giants, Bibby, and the Eagles, and Mickey, and the Commanders. So what is your take, Ehmo, in this division for the NFC East?
Another tough division. I think we're getting a lot of good players in the league, a lot of competitive divisions. We have some good teams in that division too, so I really like the Cowboys and the Eagles, probably I'd say top 10 teams. Commanders, they took a step back, lost some players, lost Chase Young. They took Daniels, which I think is a really good quarterback in Madden. I got a chance to play with him for a game. So I think it'll be really nice to see him develop. He'd be really good. And then they still have Jonathan Allen with all the crazy good abilities. He can still shed tackles and or shed blocks and make tackles in the run game. So there are some pieces. And the Giants, probably one of the worst teams, I would say. I think someone else was going to do a breakdown of teams, but yeah, one of the worst teams in the league. But Sev is one of the best players in the league, so I think it will kind of balance out, and we'll see the Giants transform pretty quickly. And yeah, my take is if I have to pick, I would say I would pick Sev to win the division, even though he has the Giants. I feel like he's really skilled. He's played really well consistently over the past, like at least 3 Maddens that he's been with us. So definitely give the notch to him to start off well.
Okay. I'm gonna say that I'll say this here, and then I'm gonna let Dorian go after me here. I'm gonna keep it real short and sweet here. On paper, as far as rosters are concerned, I think it's 1 and 1A with the Cowboys and the Eagles. Okay. As far as rosters are concerned, so Dynasty and Bibby, they have the stronger rosters. The strongest player in this division to me is Sev with the Giants. Okay, but Mickey is different. Mickey is different. And the Commanders with a young rookie quarterback, and you still got some solid receiving core there. You got a great addition with Austin Eckler there at the running back position. This team is a sleeper, especially with a guy like Mickey controlling this team. This is a tough division. To keep it short and sweet, I'm gonna take Mickey in this division for season 1. I'm gonna definitely take a Mickey for season 1 in this. Dorian, what is your take on this particular division?
It's a real tough division. It's real tough. Dynasty, he's good. Sev's good. Mickey's good. Bibby plays. I don't know, man. Bibby, good luck, man. That's my man. But I don't know. We keep stacking the deck on Bibby. Bibby be trying to like just play for fun sometimes, but sorry, not this year, buddy. You have to get the dig into your bag. But yeah, Mickey and Sev. Oh man, I love them in the NFC. Can't wait. I cannot wait. Dynasty, I can't wait either. But as far as who's winning that division this year, I'm gonna say Mickey. Mickey got a better. I think he has a better team. He's a better user with the team.
Yeah.
Than, you know what I'm saying, just first season at least. Mickey just, I mean, hey, he won 2 Super Bowls. I forgot who he won them on, but he won 2 Super Bowls last year. So, you know, I got Mickey. He's the champ.
Dorian starting it up already. He's starting it. He's stirring the pot. He's stirring the pot, Ehmo. He stirred the pot. I didn't do it. I didn't do it, Ehmo. He did it.
What did he say? I missed it.
Okay. No, it's good. I'm glad you missed it. I'm glad you missed it.
Yeah.
I'm good. We're gonna leave it alone. Don't even worry about it. We're gonna leave it alone.
I have no recollection of such events.
Cali, what is your take on this NFC East? Is he on mute again?
No, I don't think he's on mute. He probably just trying to figure it out.
Oh, dang! You gonna stay quiet while you trying to figure it out, Cali? Where you at? I think are we gonna have to just move on? Is Cali not here, or what's going on?
I don't know. Cali, you all right over there?
You all right, Cali? And we gotta make sure Cali is good here. All right. Well, you know what, Cali? Cut me off. All right. Cut me off if you get back on. Cali? I thought I might have heard him for a second. I guess I didn't. I lied.
No.
All right. Well, listen. Again, this is and you know what? You mentioned something too about the Commanders, Dorian, when you talk about the team and you talk about the actual player. Okay. You mentioned something about the Commanders. I had to go look it up real quick. I just turned on my console and I had to go look it up real quick. So I forgot that Daniels is a scrambling QB as well too. So he's got somebody that could move with the football. You know, so he's definitely going to start him over Mariota. There's no doubt. I mean, his overall is not the biggest, but again, Jaden Daniels should be pretty strong for him. Obviously, I talked earlier about Austin Eckler, and but let's not forget. And you guys, you tell me if you agree with me or not. But in Madden, Brian Robinson Jr. Yeah, we can hear you now. Is that you?
Yeah, man. I saw Mickey's name and I ran into the bunker to hide.
Oh, damn. It's like that. Okay.
Hey, 11 championships. I'm looking at the record books here. So let's bring out the facts. 11 rings for Mickey. And 2 of them were last year. And it was, he had his way with Ehmo pretty much all year last year. We have Sev, too. Sev's a great player. And Gotti made a great joke. He said the NFC East reveal turned into BB's funeral.
Wow.
But I'll tell you what, BB, for 3 or 4 years, you've been just messing around and being a part-time Madden player. It's time to pick the sticks up and get real, because this is a tough division, man. Dynasty can play too, but just to get my pick in there, you can't go against the 11-time champ. Mickey's gonna run away with this.
Okay. I like that. I like that quick take. And real quick, just to kind of, not add salt to the wound here at all, but as far as Mickey is concerned, with that, with his style of running backs that he has there in Washington, we cannot forget. And again, you guys tell me if you agree with me or not, but I talked about Austin Eckler. Let's not forget about Brian Robinson. This is a guy that's so damn difficult to bring down. I know last year he was very difficult to bring down in Madden. I don't know what he's going to be like this year, but if he's anywhere how he was last year, he's come real close, especially in this division, to having a Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry-esque type of scheme going on here. He could do that with this team. All right, it's a very good possibility. So I'm just putting that out there. We'll see what Mickey does. You know what I mean? But you know, again, I'm not gonna go. I can't go against Mickey in this division. I can't do it. Just no way. Can't do
Yeah,
it.
yeah. And then plus he got Scary Terry over there too. So he's gonna help. He's gonna help Jaden like develop. He's gonna develop that guy. Yeah. So I that's why I got like, if Sam didn't have Daniel Jones, I'd say Sam. But I'm sorry, but he got Daniel Jones and he don't have Saquon no more. So he's either gonna have to get a quarterback in the draft or something. But
right.
He's kind of behind with the Giants a little bit, to me. I mean, they got some good pieces, but I don't know. Washington, they built them offensively. They built them pretty good. They're pretty good offensively.
Right.
So
right. All right. So that's the NFC East. Okay, that's the NFC East. We're gonna move on now to the AFC North. Okay, and this is gonna be a fighting division as well too, as I personally think all four of these teams have some big time strengths, and let's talk about it. So here in the AFC North, Chris G and the Steelers, DeMatt and the Ravens, TJ and the Browns, and Stealth and the Bengals. So Ehmo, talk a little bit about this division, man, and who you think is going to come out of it and why.
I think, looking at this division, I think we got TJ and Stealth who've been more consistently winning. I know Chris D can compete too, maybe a little more inconsistent than TJ and Stealth, but he'll definitely compete. And with DeMatt, I guess he leaves a lot to prove, so maybe he'll prove us this year that he can compete. He gets really good roster in the Ravens. They start off pretty well, so at least that should help him out. The problem with the Ravens is like a lot of other teams, Lamar will make the second season like 70 million, so it's like a fourth of the whole cap. So he'll have to make a lot of tough decisions. Roquan also makes a lot of money, so it's going to be really tough. And not sure if DeMatt is known for making good trades and building rosters, so we'll see how that goes. But hopefully, he has a better year than last year. Bengals, I would say they have a good roster. All the drafts I've seen, they've kind of fallen back. People don't pick them. I'm guessing it's probably because of their defense, because the offense still stagnant. You have Joe Burrow, Chase, Higgins. They lost Mixon, who came over to the Texans. I'm not sure who their running back is right now. Defensive line, I don't think is that great, but so Bengals, I would say maybe average team, good offense, lack on defense. And I like the Browns. Browns are good. They have a lot of pieces all over. Myles Garrett. They still have Amari Cooper. They still have good O-line, I think. They may have some cap issues too. Deshaun Watson's still on there, so TJ will need to figure out what to do with him. I would say season one, I'll go with TJ and the Browns to win the division. It'll be close with Stealth, but I think maybe just favor TJ. I feel like the Browns roster is a little more balanced, even though they may be in cap trouble later on. But at least for the first season, I think TJ is going to take it.
Okay. Dorian, what do you think about this division here in the AFC North?
Well, I don't know. Okay, Stealth, last year, Stealth was really, really good with these Bengals, and Stealth, you owe more. He knows what I'm talking about as well. TJ, he was good with the Chiefs last year. He got to the Super Bowl and lost, I think, last play of the game. So he was pretty good. He even he had a nice touchdown to interception ratio last year with Pat Mahomes. He does not have him anymore, so it's going to be kind of interesting to see what he does with Deshaun Watson. Chris D, he has Justin Fields, Russell Wilson. He got Pickens. Almost had Ayuk. He got Najee Harris. And DeMatt, he has a ready-made team. But his weakness is his cap. His team can be as strong as ever. He had 49ers last year, but that cap kills him every time. So as far as winning the division, I probably got Stealth. Stealth, I mean, he's familiar with the Bengals. He knows the Bengals like the back of his hand. So I got Stealth for the first season at least.
Okay. I got Stealth as well too in the first season. I think it'll be between Stealth and TJ. Both of those rosters, I like those rosters a lot. The Bengals roster, man, Jamar Chase, probably next to Jetta, probably the best wide receiver in the game across the board.
Definitely.
You know, and you know, having a big guy like T. Higgins at 6'4", he's gonna be, you know, a serious, you know, he's gonna be a serious player to deal with, no doubt about it. Obviously TJ, he's got the best running back in the game, in Nick Chubb. You know, despite being injured, he is still the best running back in the game. 96 overall running back. He's the best running back in the game. And
he still has abilities, right?
Yes, he still has abilities. He has wrecking ball. He has a wrecking ball X factor as well. Yes. Yeah, he has a wrecking ball X factor. So good luck with that. If he gets him going, that'll definitely be a problem. But obviously, you know, when we talk about the Ravens, obviously you talk about Lamar Jackson, you talk about Derrick Henry. Those are going to be, you know, key elements on this team. The wide out situation. I want to see what he's going to be able to do with a guy like Zay Flowers, and then obviously, you know, Rashad Bateman. Because other than that, I believe they have a rookie that I think is the fastest on the team. I think they got a rookie. Let me look it up here real quick. Devontae Walker. Yes, he's got 94 speed. Okay, you know, for the Ravens. So he's got a rookie there. And he, you know, can he build that rookie up? Because I don't think after the first season, I don't know if you have a Nelson Aguilar there anymore. And for that matter, I don't know if you have a Rashad Bateman there anymore. Because you're going to be coming up on a contract here for Rashad Bateman, and then you have to make a decision if you're going to pay him or not. You know what I mean? So I don't know if you can keep a guy like that there. So he's going to have to build that receiving core, you know, just a little bit more for the Ravens. But obviously, if he gets that running game going, sky's the limit for him, no doubt about it. Chris, a lot of people ain't talking about the Steelers. You know, the Steelers do have a strong offense with Calvin Austin. Also with Scotty Miller is there as well too. Keep that in mind, okay? And obviously you have a great situation there with two starting quarterbacks. So this is going to be a tough division, but I'm definitely going stealth in this division for season one. I just like the all-around offense and defense for the Bengals just a little bit more than everybody else. I like stealth in this division, no doubt about it. So Cali, what is your take on this division?
And I actually have some breaking news. Dorian was asking he was wondering what TJ was going to do with Watson this year. He's going to trade him. That's what he's going to do, because he just wouldn't block. Wow. Yeah, but it's a interesting division. You know, to me, like season one, you get such a small window to like build a roster. You know, not many people trade. There's not a lot of free agents, so you have to default to just like the sticks, right? Who's better on the sticks? To me, that's been TJ consistently. DeMatt, you know, he's gonna have a challenge with the cap again. Stealth is good. I see him coming in second, and Chris, you know, he's gonna have to pick a quarterback. I think he's gonna go with Fields, of course. He's younger, but it's gonna be a new to him quarterback. The roster's pretty new there, pretty different there. So for sure, I think TJ's got the best shot here.
Okay. So you got TJ winning this division, and yeah, this is gonna be an interesting division, man. This is definitely gonna be an interesting division. So and I think that this is a division too that can go, you know, any which way after season one. Okay, I think this is definitely a division that anybody can win it. You know what I mean? Just based on, you know, what they have there right now. And obviously when the draft comes about, and then everybody team building, trading players, releasing players, things like that. That's where obviously where the cookies can crumble, for certain, you know, for any one of these teams. So we'll see what happens. But this is going to be an interesting division here for the AFC North, no doubt. I got everybody's take on the North, right? I think I got everybody's take on the North. I think I did.
Yeah, you sure did.
Yeah, I did. Okay, perfect. All right, so we're gonna move on now to the NFC North. All right, so the NFC North, it's gonna be interesting as well too, man. Definitely looking forward to this one. And we gotta get Dorian to talk first here, cause Dorian, he's rocking with those Bears, Mugga and the Packers, B-Hud and the Vikings, and Puba and the Lions. So I want Dorian to talk first in this one. Dorian, talk your talk here. Who do you think is winning this division and why?
Oh man. Well, I mean, if we base everything off last year, Puba had my number last year. He had the Ravens last year. He had my number last year. So I mean, it could be him. Mugga's he's a really good competitor as well. We went back and forth when he had the Panthers in 23. He got the conference over me a couple times. B-Hud's normally, he's competitive as well. I don't play him as much. He had the Rams the last couple years, but, you know, I introduced him to the NFC North, no biggie. And then there's me. I got a young quarterback. My wide receiver core is crazy. My defense is pretty good. I need probably a D tackle. Anybody listening? I need a D tackle. Linebackers are fine. But as far as the division goes, I don't know, man. I'm gonna say probably Mugga. Mugga got that team is really good. He still got Jair Alexander. He got fast. Their defense is super fast. He got Jordan Love. I'm pretty sure Jordan Love got a nice little upgrade this year. He got Josh Jacobs now. So I don't know. I think Mugga. I think it's gonna be real competitive. But Mugga might just take it. He might take it first season.
Okay. I like that take. So Dorian is not picking himself. You know what?
No.
This is the third team reveal that I've done so far this year, and that is the first time that somebody didn't pick themselves in a division. So Strange to you, Dorian. Strange to you.
Well, you know, I see the rosters, you know, so hey, he got a better. That Green Bay team is really good. I mean, the Lions are pretty good too, but Jared Goff, I mean, but yeah, Green Bay. I think Green Bay got the best team.
Yeah,
overall team at least in that division.
Okay. So, Ehmo, what's your take on this division?
I think Dorian is just being modest, man. He's just trying to not put too much pressure on himself. We all know he's winning. He knows he's winning. Everybody knows it, like someone says.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the division. I would definitely say to me, Dorian and Mugga stand out. There's two better players in the division. I think they'll have really good battles. Puba is really good too. I think he can play really good games, but sometimes can have really bad games. So I think it's more about consistency. B-Hud, I don't know much about him. He was in the NFC West last year, won the division a few times, or maybe once. Well, actually, I don't remember how many times, but I know he won the division. He was in the playoffs. A little bit easier division, so we'll see. This time it'll be much harder for him. He probably gets the worst team in the division to start with. They do have the two JJs, I guess. I really like the quarterback there. I think he's probably one of the best ones for the rookie quarterbacks. Given his age, he's only 21, I think. Yeah. So he can be developed pretty well. So I really like the Vikings. But yeah, if I have to say, I'll say Dorian is taking the division. That Bears team is really nice, like a lot of young guys, some good wide receivers. Dorian is a very good user, so I'm gonna take Dorian and the Bears to win the first season.
Okay. I like the take there as well too. So you're gonna pick Dorian to win this one. I'm gonna go here real quick, and I'll say it's gonna be between Mugga and Dorian. I think in this division for season 1. I do like what Puba has there as far as with the Lions. The stout offense, defense is going to be stout as well too. Aiden Hutchinson is a problem when he gets started. So defensively, I think Detroit is going to be right up there to definitely give everybody in this division a go. The Packers though, Mugga is... he's got a stout team over there. Jordan Love, big contract now, so obviously he ain't going nowhere. He's definitely not going anywhere. with the big contract over there now. So, but nonetheless, a good quarterback in the game of Madden. The addition to Josh Jacobs on this team is going to be very impressive, along with AJ Dillon. They could really do a ground and pound type situation here with the Packers running the football. And then when you talk about Christian Watson, just a huge receiver with 96 speed, okay, along with Romeo Doubs. You know, I mean, this is two starting wideouts over 6'1", okay, and they're young as well too. So these guys are definitely going to be able to strike hot as long as Jordan Love is doing what he needs to do on that virtual gridiron. I think that Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs could be guys that can lead the NFL or lead the OMFL in yardage. Okay, I think he's gonna sling the ball a lot, but he's got two running backs that I don't know if you sling the ball as much as he might. You know what I mean? Because those two running backs, they're gonna be pretty potent, man. Josh Jacobs is a problem. We know this already. So, and then obviously defensively, for the Packers, they're definitely not going to be bad there at all. You know, Kenny Clark, superstar monster, okay, at the D tackle position, he's going to be an issue. And I actually like I don't like the overalls, but I like the speeds of these linebackers that they have. And I think that, you know, just having that type of speed, you know, at the linebacker position, I believe Cooper is like an 89 speed middle linebacker. So that's going to definitely help him out dealing with, with these quarterbacks in this division and outside of the division as well, too. And then obviously, you know, Quay Walker, he's going to be a problem, too. So you got guys, you know, in the linebacker position is going to be, you know, pretty potent for this team. Obviously, Dorian with the Bears, probably, you know, the best rookie quarterback in the game right now. You know what I mean? We'll see what happens when he gets on the field. And then obviously having, I forgot what's the name of the receiver that they got, number 9. That was if I'm not mistaken. Oh my gosh, why can't I get his name off the top of my head? No, the rookie.
Rome Dunze.
Oh yeah, Dunze. Thank you so much. I could not get his name out of my head there. But Rome Dunze, he's gonna be a guy. I think he's gonna be able to build pretty quickly. I just looked him up actually. So right now he's a 76 overall. I think with Dorian and his skill set, I think he could probably get him up by the end of the year. He may be able to get him up to an 80 or 81 overall. I do. And I think he might end up being the leading receiver on this team. Okay. They had an addition with Keenan Allen, and, you know, which is great. So, you know, having that type of player on the team. And then, you know, the only thing about it is he's a guy that may possibly at the end of the year retire. He's, I think, 11 years in the league. So he might be a guy that might retire. Okay, we'll see what happens. Okay, but he's definitely an older receiver. But first season, he's going to be pretty potent, I think. And then the Vikings, obviously, B-Hud, he's got the best receiver in the game. Jetta's the best receiver in the game. Okay, next to Jamar Chase, I should say. All right, I like Jamar Chase a little bit better. Okay, my opinion. I like Jamar Chase a little bit better. But Jetta is a problem. Okay, so, but what else do the Vikings really have? A young quarterback. Okay. Unfortunately, he's out for the season in real life. You know, that's such a damn shame. But none, and you guys can still play with these guys though, correct? Even though they're out, right? Because I know there's some leagues that do that where, you know what I mean? If somebody's injured, you can't play with them. So, but you guys he could still play with McCarthy if he wants to, right?
Yeah, he can play with him.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. All right. So he's got JJ McCarthy to play with on this team. Again, the Vikings, weakest team in this division. But it's definitely gonna be between Mugga and Dorian. I'm gonna take Mugga to win this division, not by a landslide. Okay, I think it's gonna be very close. I think it's gonna come down to one game, and it might be the game between Mugga and Dorian in this division. So yeah, I'm going Mugga to win this division by one game. I'm going one game. That's it.
That
one
game's gonna be on Snypz TV. Final game that decides division. Mugga versus Dorian. I can see it.
Yeah, that'd be great, and that would be absolutely fantastic. I would love for that. That'd be a great game to commentate, no doubt about it. To win the division, man. Matter of fact, while Cali goes, let's look up the schedule and see when these guys are playing, because I'm very curious. All right, but Cali, what is your take here in the NFC North?
Oh, I kind of agree with you guys. You pretty much said it all. Dorian's probably got the best skills here, but I'm gonna go with Mugga. I think right off the bat, he's probably got a better roster, better quarterback. Working with the rookie is not always easy. I think Keenan Allen is probably like a one-year guy, because then he either retires or he falls off a cliff where he goes to like 80 speed or something like that. B Hud, I like him in this division. I think he can make some noise. He's kind of graduated to this type of division. He's done some damage with the Rams. Kind of quiet guy, just plays his games. I mean, I really like him as an owner here. He's been solid since day one. He's like sneaky good with those Rams. He's fresh off winning the division last year, season 4. Puba is like all gas, no brakes, so the Lions are perfect for him. He'll probably end up with like 50 touchdowns and 65 interceptions, but he'll win some games. He can disrupt Mugga and Dorian. So, but at the end of the day, I think Mugga takes it. I think it's going to be very tight. I agree with you guys, but I got to go Mugga with this one.
Okay. So I'll tell you what, I just looked it up, and week 18, Bears and Packers, they play at Green Bay.
Oh, there's going to be snow.
Yes. So it's going to be a snow game. Yeah, that's probably going to be a snow game more than likely. But yeah, they are playing. They are playing. Oh my goodness. That's going to be wild. That is going to be wild, no doubt.
That is definitely terrible.
That's going to be wild. That's definitely going to be wild.
I got some more breaking news here. Steeler camp. We got Justin Fields as a starter there. So anyone looking for a quarterback, Russell's on the trade block there.
So Fields is a starter.
Yeah.
Did they announce that officially?
Yeah, Chris just posted here on the chat that he's running with Fields.
Oh wow. Okay, so he's running with Fields. Okay, I like it. So look, anybody looking for Russell Wilson? Hey, that might be a good little selection for you. So that's good. That's definitely going to be interesting. All right, so look, that is the NFC North. Okay, so now we get to move on to the AFC South. All right, and no, we gotta let him talk his talk here. Gotta let him talk his talk, because you hear him giggling, guys. Y'all hear him giggling over here, right? You hear this guy giggling. So let's get to this. Let's get to this AFC South. AFC South, Rebel and the Colts, Slick and the Titans, Ehmo and the Texans, and Priest and the Jags. This is a division that is going to be tough, man. These are all good teams, man. These are all good teams in this division, but we obviously got to let Ehmo talk his talk here and let us know who's going to win this division and why.
Yeah, definitely. I would say, looking at rosters, I wouldn't say Titans is a very good team, but out of the, I would say, bottom tier teams, Titans are probably the best one. Like if you were to do a draft and you had like a bottom 5 pick, if you end up with Titans, I think it's pretty good. The division, I think, will be competitive. Rebel just joined us last year. I think he played maybe a season and a half. So I remember he did pretty well with the Dolphins, made the playoffs, made some noise for himself. So he gets the Colts. I think Colts have a good team. Actually underrated, I think. They have Anthony Richardson. It's like only 22 years old, cannon arm, very fast. Having that in Madden is just really important these days. Good O-line, JT, some decent receivers. Defense not as good. They still have Buckner, but not much outside of that. Texans. Going to the Texans, I think that was one of the most requested teams. I feel like it's one of the most improved teams from last year. People on the Texans hype train now. They made some good free agency additions. It'll be fun. I'm glad to be taking them again, playing with them again. And Priest and the Jags is first time in a long time. Mugger gets his favorite Packers, and Priest is on the Jags. He's been putting them in his top 5 for like a few years now. Always been the Packers, but now a new challenge for him. I think it's a good team. A lot of speed on that team, a lot of pieces. So we'll see how Priest does here with us. He'll be first time for him in the AFC, I think, and you'll be fun division. And then finally, Slick and the Titans. I think Slick is probably one of the best owners in our league. Unfortunately, I think he'll start with the worst team in the division, so it'll be a little bit of an uphill battle. But if anyone can build him, I'm sure that he can. Okay. In terms of who would win, I don't know. I'll put myself as the winner. Just put the target on my back for motivation, motivate the others to beat me, and make me my own words. But definitely, I think out of looking at the rosters, also the Texans are kind of stacked now with Diggs and Tunsil, Stingley, Daniel Hunter, of course, CJ Stroud. So picking myself here.
Okay. So Emo's going with Emo. He's gonna stay with it. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. You got the best team in this division. I like this roster. I like everything about this roster. Man, I like Priest's roster too. I like Rebels roster also. And Slick is a good player, man. He's a good player as well. This is a tough division for me to pick, man. I like everybody in this division, man. I really do. Every little piece. The Titans, I'm a fan of Will Levis. I'm a fan of Will Levis on this team, man. And then obviously having Malik Willis there as well. I like the Madden wise. You know what I mean? Remember, guys, we're playing Madden here. This ain't real life. We're playing Madden. So Madden wise, I like the quarterback, the quarterback stable here. I do. I like him. The addition of Tony Pollard, I like him. Tony Pollard was a problem in Madden last year also. He's a problem, all right? He's going to start over Tyjae Spears, okay? So he's definitely going to be a problem. D-Hop, always a problem, but again, the same way we talked about Keenan Allen, I'm going to talk about DeAndre Hopkins. 11 years in the league, he might retire after year 1, possibly. Okay, and if he doesn't, he might regress. You know what I mean? So we have to keep in mind of the regression situation as well. But they do have also Calvin Ridley, which is only 6 years in the league, so he's a good wide out as well too. But other than that, Tyler Boyd, big wide out, but again, he's not going to be your home run hitter. He's definitely not going to be that guy. But again, Slick, a very good player. Man, this is a tough division. Gosh, you know what? I don't want to keep going on it. Look, I'm just gonna go ahead and go. I'm gonna go, and no disrespect to you, Emo. No disrespect to you, Emo, at all. But I'm gonna go Emo in this division with an asterisk. The only reason I'm gonna do that is because I love everybody in this division. I just do. I love everybody in this division. I think anybody can win it. But I'm gonna go Emo with an asterisk to win this division. And if he does win the division, I will say this. If Emo wins this division, he'll win this division by 3 or more games. He'll lock it up by week 15. He'll lock it up by week 15, in my opinion. If he wins it, he'll lock it up by week 15. If he doesn't lock it up by week 15, then it's anybody's division. It's anybody's division. If he doesn't lock it up by week 15. So I'm going to go Ehmo right now with an asterisk. So, Dorian, what's your take on this one?
Ehmo has the best team on paper. Priest got a really good team. Last time he had a really good quarterback was he had Aaron Rodgers a couple years ago. He did well with him. I mean, he does good with good quarterbacks. With those kind of quarterbacks, so he's good. Slick last year, he won the last Super Bowl with the Giants. He has a great running game. So Pollard, him and Pollard's gonna have man, they're gonna have some good games together. Yeah, he uses that running back really well. Yeah. So So in his defense, he has a nice little defensive scheme as well. I like it. It gave me problems in the playoffs last year. He beat me. So much respect to him. Rebel, I sent him with the Dolphins. He was pretty good with the Dolphins. He went through that division pretty easy last year, I believe. I think Maga was in that too, right? Okay, Maga. Gaddy was in there, but he's a pretty good player as well. They got a nice offensive line. He got Jonathan Taylor. He's gonna run the ball as well. That division's great. But yeah, I got Ehmo winning the first season. Slick needs to build his team out just a little bit more. Priest has a good team. He just has to he got to build them up though. I mean, him and Brian Thomas gonna have fun. He definitely throws the deep ball well too. And I forgot about him. And he's not getting speed up if I remember correctly.
I'm gonna look it up right now for you just to make sure. You said Thomas?
Brian Thomas.
Yeah, Brian Thomas is a 95 speed. 95 speed.
95. 6'3" or something.
Yeah,
he's 6'3", yes. So he's getting jump balls. Oh yeah. So yeah. I got Ehmo probably winning the division, and it can be two of these teams in wild card. It can be all three of those teams in wild card. But
man,
Ehmo winning it, yeah. This gonna be tough. This is tough. So, but I got Ehmo with at least win the division first season, and like I said, any three of these teams can be on wild card, and they can give him fits any day of the week.
Yo, and you know what? You know what's funny? Before I let Cali go, you know what's funny? When you talk about Priest and the Jags, I forgot that they got Gabe Davis there now too. I forgot about that.
Yes.
I forgot about that.
Yes.
And again, as a Bills fan, I was so pissed. You know what I mean? But I mean, damn, they got Gabe Davis there too. This is, I mean, that just goes right back to my take where I just love everybody in this division. I think this is going to be a very tough division. Ehmo, this is going to be a tough division, bro. This is going to be a tough division, Ehmo. It really is. It's going to be a tough one.
I know, man. I know. I look forward to competing with these guys.
Yeah,
it's fun. You know, it's fun when the division is tough, and you know, keeps you sharp because you always play good players. Some of your biggest opponents in the playoffs, you kind of learn more about their game by playing them more, so you know what to expect. You know, it's not
absolutely.
So I look forward to it.
I agree, no doubt about it. Man, Cali, what's your take on this one, man?
Yeah, it's a tough one. I think Ehmo gets a little bit of help. You know, Hunter there as the defensive end and Joe Mixon. That's gonna be a lot of help. Of course, we know his quarterback's great. I mean, they were very. I think they were in most. Yeah, they were probably one of the most requested 5 teams, if not the most. But Priest, Priest is like Puba, very offensive minded. He doesn't, he'll throw 7 touchdowns with 10 interceptions. He doesn't care. He just keeps coming at you. Rebel proved he can play last season. But to me, Slick, what he did with the Giants last year, that was pretty impressive. Yeah. That was a terrible roster. Yeah. He came in and made them competitive, and then he ended up winning a ring last year. Yeah. In season 4. So to me, like historically, if you look, Ehmo has been like a pretty good player, but there's always someone that bullies him. whether it's Stab a couple years ago, Mickey last year, and I think Slick's gonna take that role this year. I think Slick's gonna terrorize Ehmo all year long and just eat his lunch.
Wow.
So I'm gonna go with Slick here.
Wow. I like it. I like it, man. I like it. Man, this is fun. It's a fun team reveal, man. I like the talk here. I like the talk. And guess what? We get to continue to talk because we're about to talk about this NFC South. Now, is it safe to say we already know who one particular person on this panel already has? I mean, his name is Cali Buck, right? You know what I mean? In the league. His name is Cali Buck. So we obviously know who he has here in this NFC South, right? So Cali with the Bucks, Webb with the Panthers, JB with the Saints, Kiko with the Falcons. So obviously we got to turn to my guy Cali and let him talk his talk first as to who's going to win this division and why. Talk to us, Cali.
Oh, here we go with the NFC South, man. Welcome back, Webb. He took a break from the game, but he's a veteran. I'll tell you what, Webb was here before I was even here. We're going on 15 years. This guy's a longtime vet, and he gets his due by getting another shot at the league. He's a Ravens fan, but he's gonna have to earn those Ravens maybe next year. So he's gonna pave the way with the Panthers this year. And I think he's got some young pieces there. I think he's got some speed and he's got some pieces there to make some noise. Kiko is coming from Cleveland, and he made some noise there too. But the biggest threat here in the division is going to be definitely JB, man. He's probably one of the better youthers. He's had a lot of success. He's got a terrible roster though, so it's gonna be fun for him to try to make that right. And of course I got my Bucks again. That's one of the reasons why I put in all the work to run the league and stuff to ensure that I can play with my favorite team, and big ups to Brad for allowing me to do that. But here I'm gonna take the Dorian route here. I'm gonna give the division to JV at least season 1. It's gonna take some time to get the Buccaneers back on track. The defense has a lot of holes. I need a lot of linebackers. There's a lot of age. The young guys are not that high as far as overalls, but it's gonna I'm gonna try to make it difficult, but I think JV runs with it season 1 at least. Okay. I like the call on that one. Okay, you take the Dorian route. I get it. But I know deep down, both Dorian and yourself, y'all know y'all gonna win this division. Yeah, y'all just don't want to say it on air. I'm just gonna put it out there right now. How about that? I'm gonna do that. All right. So speaking of that, my man Ehmo, talk to us about this division, man. Who you think is gonna win it first year and why?
I think looking at this division, I think the teams are probably one of the worst divisions with the worst teams there. We have some, I guess, owners that are, I would say JB. I would pick JB to win. Saints are not that great. They have some decent players. Older, he will definitely have to rebuild, but to me, he'll probably take the division the first season. I think, to me, he's a little better than the other players, and given that, I would say his team is probably the same or maybe slightly better. Players are older, but still decent. So I would give the first season to him. Okay.
So you're giving it to JB to win this division. Me, I'm up in the air. Okay, because I got so much love for the Saints. Because what they're the director of football operations, and big shout out to Kai Harley. He actually is a guy I went to school with. We graduated together at Somerville High School in New Jersey, and he's a guy that I love what he's done over the years with the Saints. And obviously he doesn't have the best of rosters Madden wise. But I have to pick Cali. I gotta pick Cali, man. I I like this Bucks team, and obviously Cali is a great player as well too. Now listen, don't get it twisted. The Falcons are a excellent team for Madden, an excellent team across the board. They are just a plethora of offense. When you talk about Darnell Mooney is there. You also have I believe Rondell Moore is there as well. So you got a little bit of speed there, and obviously Drake London, big receiver, gonna be able to, he doesn't have a lot of speed, but he's gonna be able to get those big catches for you. Good overall, very good team. And then the running back position, Bijan Robinson, beastly, just an absolute problem. You know, in this, my only question for Kiko, because you got Kirk Cousins and then you got Penix Jr. Okay. Now, me personally, I'm starting Penix. That's me. Okay. Because at the end of the day, I want somebody that's somewhat mobile. Okay. Cousins is not going to be that, but Penix will be. Okay. And I'm starting Penix if I'm him. Okay, I don't think you sit Penix. I don't. Okay, so that's one thing I'm going to question there as far as the quarterback position is, you know, what he's going to do there with that. But and then obviously the cheat code, Mr. Cheat Code himself, Kyle Pitts, a 91 speed tight end. I mean, 6'6". I mean, just a plethora of offense on that Falcons team. And then obviously defensively, you know, I don't like the left end that much, but they do have Grady Jarrett on the right end position, which is gonna be, you know, hella solid for them. I like their DTs as well too, and you know, obviously this team is not gonna have Judon. They're not gonna have Judon, but I still like the linebacker positions here as well too. They have solid speed at the linebacker position. AJ Terrell, one of the better cornerbacks in the league, paired up with Phillips. I think they won't be too bad. You got a good slot corner in Antonio Hamilton. So I think that you know, overall Falcons solid. But I just got to take Cali in this division. I like Cali's game. I like what I've seen over the years with Cali. And then it goes to show, and I know we could have talked about this with other guys in the, earlier as well, but you just always play better when you're playing with your favorite team. You play harder when you're playing with your favorite team. And I think that's the key element here with Cali in season 1. He's playing with a squad. So I think that at the end of the day, he's going to take season 1 in this one. So Dorian, what you think about this one?
Well, I was just looking at that Atlanta team, and that Atlanta team is crazy. So Kiko is the type of user that he's always running the ball. So he has Bijan. So, and his passing offense is play action. So if you running Bijan, running them, and then he's throwing some hits, London, Mooney, like, oh man, I don't know. I think he might be better than what people think this year. So yeah, Webb, I haven't seen Webb in 2 years. But I mean, he has a project in the Panthers. I mean, yeah, he'll be okay. I think first season he's probably just gonna get his parents back. Cali, it's Cali. He's I laughed with Cali the other day, and he's pretty good with these Bucks. Baker Mayfield, he's running the ball with Rashad White. Baker Mayfield, he got him. He loves Mike Evans for some reason. He is great though. And then JB, that's my sparring partner right there. He actually just sent me a text message of this old meme with Jameis Winston throwing up the W's, eating it. So, man. So Kelly, I think he ready, man. So I don't know. I think it's gonna be real tight between JB and Cali first season. I think I might have to go with Cali first season because this team is better, and JB has to probably destroy that team a little bit so he can kind of build it up to the way he likes it, you know. So, and like I say, me and JB, we bouncing ideas back and forth on how he's going to rebuild these Saints. So, you know, he has a plan. But first season, Cali I think he's going to get it first season.
Okay. Definitely like the call on that one. So look, that's your NFC South. So we got two more to talk about here. I got
some breaking news here if you want to hear it.
Yep, let's do it.
We got a starter in Atlanta. Cousins is going to be the starter, but he's on a very short leash.
Okay. So Kiko putting that out there?
He put it out there.
Okay. I like it. Okay, Kiko. So
sounds like he won't make it past training camp.
That could be a possibility, man. I see Poison in the chat too. He's asking if I'm a Jersey guy. Yes, I am. I am a Jersey guy. I was born in Jamaica, Queens, raised in Brooklyn most of my life, and then I moved to Jersey when I was about 9 years old. And I was in Jersey for a very long period of time. I do live in Arizona now. I've been in Arizona since 2007. So I've been here since then, but I've always been an East Coast guy. I always go by, I go by East Coast time all the time in every game that I do. I'm sure you guys already know that. But I always go by East Coast time because that's what sports does. They always talk about East Coast, and I'm always going by East Coast time. But I'm always going to be an East Coast guy, even though I reside in Midwest right now. But I am a East Coast guy, no doubt about it. All right, so let's move on now to the AFC West. All right, obviously one of the strongest teams is in this division. Okay, and bar none, not even arguably, bar none, the best quarterback in the game. But we got Manny and the Broncos, Air and the Chiefs, Gaddy and the Chargers, and Tricky and the Raiders. And this is going to be interesting. I can't wait to hear you guys' take on this division here. So let's talk, Ehmo. What are you thinking about this division?
Great division, man. I'm glad we can put Tricky, Gaddy, and Manny in one division. I think there are going to be a lot of fireworks. Tricky and Gaddy are best friends, pretty much. So it'll be interesting to see them compete. And then Manny can get into it with everyone. I think him and Tricky also have some rivalry. I think they're real-life Raiders and Broncos fans, respectively. So I'm sure they have a lot to say about each other. In terms of teams, I would say, you have the Chiefs, obviously, who are the best team in the game. Their cap isn't terrible. I feel like, for Madden, they're probably real life too. They're the best team to beat. So Hirup gets that team. I think the other three teams, not a big fan. I think they're all rebuilds. Chargers used to be good. I don't think they're as good anymore. They still have Herbert and a few pieces, but definitely not the team they used to be. So if I have to pick, I think I'll go with Hirup here the first season, only because the Chiefs are just so dominant. He'll have a easier time, and all the other three guys will have a uphill battle against him. So I think he's going to win it.
Okay. So,
just to add, Tricky just mentioned in the chat that he hates all of them, but I think he hates himself too. So, he loves to hate.
Oh man! All right, so Dorian, what's your take on this AFC West, man? Looking forward to hear your take on this one as well.
Okay, so Manny has his team. He has Bo Nix now, so he don't have to ask anybody for any running quarterback. So he has Nix now. He can build him.
Right.
That team is okay. I played with them when I lab with Cali. They okay. Gaddy has a quarterback again this year. Last year he had Josh Allen. He was pretty good with him last year as well. The Chargers, they are pretty good this year. They still got the linebackers, Bosa and Mack. They got Derwin James. They got Samuels Jr. still in the defensive back seven. Tricky. he needs a quarterback. He doesn't really. You really don't see how Tricky plays until he gets a quarterback he likes, and he does not have that first season. So I don't expect him to compete for the division first season at least. Here up there. Last year he had the Chargers last year. He had Christian McCaffrey, broke all kind of records. I mean, when he has a running back, especially when they can receive, he's a problem. So, and now he has a corner. He has one of the best quarterbacks in the game, and Pat Mahomes. He has on defense. He got Chris Jones. He got a couple guys, cornerbacks. Justin Reed at safety, and then you got another guy. I forget his name. But as far as the division goes, I'm gonna say man, I don't know. That's tough. It's gonna be between Gaddy and Air up there, but I feel like Gaddy will probably win first season because he's probably played the game a little bit more than Air up there.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I think so. I think, but once Air up there gets his his Madden all, I think he'll probably compete, maybe even win the division at least 2 out of the 4 seasons we have.
I'll tell you guys right now before I let my guy Cali go. I'm just gonna put it out there right now that obviously Air has the best team in the game. Okay, and as many games as I've played already, and I've seen some of my other guys play and watch their streams, and they're playing against the Chiefs, the Patrick Mahomes to Xavier Worthy thing is a problem. Okay, it's a problem. If you don't, let me just put it out there right now. If you have not played the Chiefs yet, defensively, if you do not keep a safety up there with Xavier Worthy, you're going to get beat every time, especially right now, because to be quite honest with you, right now, the defense is kind of stupid. Okay, and I think that a patch needs to happen soon. I believe they actually launched a patch today, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if it was a gameplay patch, but sometimes the defense is really, really stupid. And but other than that, there's ways that you can guard deep balls when it comes down to Xavier Worthy. For those who don't know, Xavier Worthy's a 98 speed wideout, the rookie. Okay, but he broke the record, in the combine for the 40, and that was held by John Ross III. And to me personally, I thought he should have been a 99 speed, in my opinion. But nonetheless, he was a 98 speed. That's what they did. It ain't like they didn't show him love. They did. They showed him love. Matter of fact, they even gave him, I believe, a 74 or 75 overall as well. But he has been an absolute nightmare for people online. So if Air gets everything going with Patrick Mahomes and Xavier Worthy, obviously you still have Pacheco there as well too. So IP man is gonna be a problem for you. You got Rashee Rice that's gonna do work for you. You still got Marquise Brown. He's an addition there. Keep that in mind as well. He's a 95 speed wideout. Okay. And again, you guys mentioned it earlier. This team has defense. This team has defense as well. Okay. So if Air has his ducks in a row, he should win the division in season 1. But I'm not going to pick him to win season 1. I'm picking Gaddy to win season 1. Gaddy is he's a seasoned vet. I think across the board, Manny, Tricky, and Gaddy, these are all seasoned vets here that are going to build their teams and make this division what it should be, which is very competitive. Okay, to me, the Raiders have a little bit more work to do. Manny's playing with his squad, as you guys mentioned. So again, you play harder when you play with your team. Okay, so at the end of the day, I still will take Gaddy to win season 1. And if he wins season, I'm gonna go out here and say it as well, the same way I talked about Ehmo with the Texans. Okay, I'm not gonna necessarily say with a asterisk here. only because I don't know nothing about Air. I know about Manny, Tricky, and Gaddy. I don't know nothing about Air. In the AFC South, I knew about all those players and I liked all of those players. I don't know anything about Air right now, so he's gonna have to show me something. Once he shows me something, I'll come back, clip it, and say, apologies, bro. You did your thing. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know anything about Air like that. I know about Manny, Tricky, Gaddy, okay? But I'm gonna take Gaddy to win this division, and I take him to win the division by 3 games. He'll lock it up by week 15. If he doesn't lock it up by week 15, then it's anybody's division when it comes down to anybody in this division. I feel like it'll be anybody's division if Gaddy does not lock it up by week 15. So that's where I'm going with the AFC West. So Cali, what's your take on this one?
Yeah, I think you guys pretty much covered it all. I think the Chiefs got the best overall roster. If you look at every team lost players except for the Chiefs, you know, the Broncos lost Russell Wilson, Justin Simmons. Then you go to the Raiders, they don't have Josh Jacobs anymore. You know, they're hurting for a quarterback. Then you have the Chargers, they lose pretty much their whole offense. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Justin Eckler. I mean, I know they have the best quarterback there, but I think season 1, it goes to Chiefs. You know, Hollywood, it was one guy that you guys were sleeping on. I think he's pretty good in the game still. So I think the Chiefs run away with the division here. Harris has shown that he can ball before. He's had some good teams, and I think he wins the division actually at least by 2 or 3 games.
Oh wow, okay. So you're now again, you know, there's no disrespect to Hair, but I don't know a lot about him at all. So that's why I said what I said. But you're saying Air is going to win this division by multiple games?
Yeah, I think Manny and Tricky can make some noise, but they're more like season 2, season 3 guys. They like to get picks and draft well. So, you know, they catch up later. Gotti's probably the best user here, but I don't think he has enough to keep up with all the firepower that the Chiefs have.
Okay. So that's going to be interesting to see. You know, again, like the whole soliloquy that I put out there, I said that Air should win it based on the roster that he has. But again, I don't know much about him. I know about the other guys. So I'm going to go with what I know for right now. But again, if I am wrong, Air, prove me wrong, and I'll be glad to point it out that I was dead wrong about you. All right? Because you got the team to do it. You definitely do. So let's see what you do here in the AFC West, man. It's going to be very interesting, no doubt about it. Once again, thank you everybody in the chat, man, that has come through here. Show love and support here for your OMFL family. Big shout out to everybody that's not a part of the OMFL that is in here as well, tuning in. We greatly appreciate you guys being here. We are down to 1 final division here. And then obviously we're going to go over who we think is going to take season 1 with conferences and everything else. But the NFC West, here we go. NFC West is as follows. We got Cali. We got Cali. Is this Cali as well too, or is this his name pronounced Cali? And
Cali
the Rams?
With a K.
It's Cali with a K. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. Cali with a K and the Rams. Jay Lamar and the Cardinals. Smokeface and the Seahawks. And Scum and the 49ers. So, Ehmo, what's your take on this division, my friend?
I think, just keeping it short and sweet here. Out of the teams, 49ers are obviously the best team by far. They have a lot of cap issues. Scum will have to make a lot of, or some trades, move some guys around. Seahawks are good too. I think they have some speed, cornerback, DK Metcalf. They have, forget his name now, but the running back who's really fast. Cardinals and Rams, I see them more as projects. They need to be built. I think the Cards got some speed. They got Marvin Harrison Jr. They have some promise, but have to be built. I'm picking here Scum and the 49ers. I feel like, from what I know, he's probably the best user, and now especially with the linebackers being able to make some jump higher. Well, they couldn't jump at all last year, so they can jump now.
Yeah.
So I'm giving it to Skullman. He has the best team too. So to me, he's going to win season 1.
Okay. So Cali with a C. What's your take on this division?
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be a close division. I think Scump's gonna take it just because of that roster's super stacked, and he better take advantage season 1 because I am pretty sure they're gonna be in cap hell season 2.
Yeah.
With all those big contracts. I think the Rams are not what they used to be. Donald's not there, of course. Smokeface is kind of like a newer user. He's actually Mugga's brother, but from what I've played, I played against him a few times last year. He did okay. Jay Lamar's got a rebuilding project there, so for sure Scump's gonna take this one, and I think he's gonna win it comfortably also by a few games for sure.
Okay. Dorian, what's your take on this division?
Yeah, I think Scum got the best team on paper. I think he's probably gonna win it. Jay Lamar. I mean, all these teams. Well, Smokeface is a quarterback. Cali, his team's old. He doesn't have Donald anymore, so that pass rush is just out the window. Jay Lamar, he has Marvin Harrison Jr. He got some decent pieces, but he has to build those guys. So I think Scum has it. I mean, the way he plays, he plays with a lot of pressure on defense, and I don't know. I don't think these guys gonna be. They got to get ready for that. So they got to prepare for that. So I think Scum's probably gonna win, and he has Bosa. He still got Ayuk now. He has to sign him and everything, but he has him. He got Purdy. I think Purdy's a superstar dev now. So yeah, Scum probably just gonna run away with it first season. Second season, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll definitely see come second season, but for season 1, keeping it short and simple here. In this division, I gotta go Scum to get this one in season 1. I think Smokeface has the ability, roster-wise, to do some things against Scum. And I say it in every single team reveal that I do to anybody that owns the Seahawks. Tariq Woolen is untradeable. And if you trade him, you're going to kill your team for 4 years. That's just my opinion. Tariq Woolen, 6'4" cornerback with 98 speed. He's untradeable. You don't trade a defender like that. You just don't do it. You put yourself in a bad spot if you trade that guy. I'm sorry, I gotta put it out there. I know some of you guys here on the panel right now might be trying to get a trade for that guy. I'm sorry to put a monkey wrench in your program, but I'm just saying what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm Smokeface, in no way look, you gotta, realistically for me, you gotta give me your first all 4 years. You got to give me your first round pick all 4 years if you want this guy and a player. I'm not even playing with you. I'm serious as a heart attack. I really am. Like, there's just no way you trade
to edit this part out, man.
Yo, I mean, look, it is what it is, man. But look, at the end of the day, though, still nonetheless, Cali with a K, he's got a lot of work to do with that Rams team. Jay Lamar, he's got pieces as well, but he's still got a lot of work to do. So it is between the Seahawks and the Niners. Got to take Scum in this division. Got to in season 1. No doubt about it, man. So look, that is it for as far as the team reveal. Now, we got to do something real. It should be fairly quick here, because these are your divisions officially now, okay? So these are your full divisions, okay? So let's start here. Let's start here with Cali with a C. Let's start with you, my brother. So in the AFC, who you got coming out of the AFC here?
Man, AFC.
Season 1, remember, just season 1.
Yeah, season 1. It's gonna be close, man. I like Brad and those Dolphins. I like Slick. But I think I like TJ and the Browns. But I think Slick's gonna take it, man. He's just too good of a user. I think Tennessee's like a sneaky good roster. I think he's got enough to take it season 1. I'm gonna go with Slick and the Titans to win it.
Okay. Ehmo, who you got coming out of the conference in season 1 for AFC?
I think Ehmo had to step out.
Oh, he did step out?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Emo's not here. So we'll go Dorian. Who do you have coming out of the AFC?
Perfect segue. I got Ehmo. That team is just too stacked. Young talent. CJ Stroud, he on a rookie contract, so he can keep adding if he really wanted to. So I got the Texans coming out season 1.
Indeed. I also have the Texans coming out in season 1. I think that he's just completely stacked there. From offense and defensive perspective, I think that he's got everything that he needs there to win now. And I think in season 1, he'll get it done. I think he'll get it done in season 1. So let's go to the NFC now. Okay. NFC, Cali with a C. Who you got?
Yeah,
NFC.
I think Mugga's going to make some noise with the Packers. I think that Packers roster is ready. Seb is going to fall short. I think the roster is going to let him down. I mean, Daniel Jones at quarterback is not a good option in real life, and it's probably a worse option in Madden. No disrespect to Giant fans. I know we have a lot of them.
Yeah. I'm one of them as well. That's my number 1 team. I got 2 teams, the Giants and the Bills. So I'm one of them as well.
So I think Mugga is going to make some noise, but he's going to run short to our 11-time champ, man. You cannot bet against Mickey. Washington Commanders got a good roster, Madden-wise. So I think Mickey until someone else can prove me wrong.
I agree with you 100%. I think Mickey's going to take it in season 1. I think Sev is going to be very close. Mugga's going to give it a whirl in the postseason, but I got a feeling we are going to see it's either going to be Mickey or Sev, but I'm going Mickey to come out the NFC for season 1. So what is your take, Dorian?
Let me see. I mean, I know, yeah, probably Mickey. Mickey, of all the users in the NFC, I think he has probably Mickey. I'm gonna go Mickey. I was gonna say Mugga, but we're in the same division. I'm not giving him any more props than I have to. So, so I'm gonna go Mickey.
I can't even be mad at you in that regard. I definitely cannot be mad at you there. So you're gonna go Mickey as well too. So it's a landslide here for Mickey. Emo's not hit back here yet, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, perfect. So we're all going Mickey. All right, so I'm gonna go first here because obviously the Super Bowl for me is gonna be Ehmo and Mickey, if I'm not mistaken, part 3. Because these guys squared off last season. Out of the 4 years, they squared off twice in the Super Bowl with both wins by Mickey. Okay, and they were very close wins. He took the same Commanders and won those and won the first game. I believe he won it 31-28, and then Mickey won the second one 27-21. Okay, so I got a feeling we're gonna see a part 3 here. Okay, I think we're gonna see a part 3, and I am gonna pick. I mean, I know Mickey's an 11-time champion, but I'm gonna pick Ehmo, man. I think Ehmo wants that revenge. I'm gonna take Ehmo in season 1. He wants that revenge. So I'm gonna take Ehmo in season 1. I'm going Ehmo season 1. I think the final score is gonna be 27-24. 27-24. That's my final answer. For 27-24, Ehmo with a super close victory over Mickey in the Super Bowl for Super Bowl 64. So what is your take, Cali with a C?
So I got Mickey going against Slick. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be a shootout. I got Mickey taking it. I'm gonna say 35-31.
Oh, another close one. 35-31. You got Mickey winning it. Okay, I like it. Dorian, what's your take?
I got Ehmo and Mickey in the Super Bowl. I got Ehmo winning the Super Bowl, probably 38-28.
Oh, a 10-point victory. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so if that happens, then the past 3 Super Bowls that they've played against each other, he'll have the better record, more points as far as the margin of victory. So you're giving him a double-digit victory. Interesting.
Yeah, Emo's been studying Mickey, so I think yeah, and I know how Ehmo is. He's highly motivated, and you saw that in the pre-show. So I mean the pre-show. So,
yes. He is definitely motivated indeed for this one, man. I'm guys. Look, let me tell you something. This show here today, as we're getting ready to close this thing out, but this show here today is clearly gonna show us that these next 4 seasons coming up here for the OMFL. And by the way, we are here on Snypz TV Gaming every Sunday. We will be here for the game of the weeks, and then obviously playoff time comes around for 6 games. So stay tuned for that. We will be here for that all 4 seasons. So again, big shout out to everybody that is a part of this thing, that's putting this thing together. And at the end of the day, these 4 seasons should be a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun. Now, I might be wrong in some of my picks, and everybody here might be wrong in some of their picks. I know most of these guys here are hoping that they're wrong and hoping that it's actually them that win season 1. They don't want to say it on camera, but I'ma say it. Okay, I'ma say it. I know that Cali with a C. I know Dorian. I know both of these guys. They want season 1. They want the dub. They want to be wrong, and they want me to be wrong. I mean, am I wrong or what?
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. You are not wrong.
Okay. All right. So look, all right. So Ehmo's done, right? Ehmo's out of here, right?
Yeah, Ehmo's done.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. All right. So look, with that being said, everybody, real quick, Cali, do me a favor. Let everybody know here in the chat when everything is starting up, when the season and everything is starting up, if you have that information. Do you have that information right now?
Man, that's a perfect timing because I just posted it. Actually, we had a timeline posted earlier, and what we did is we brought everything closer. So we're moving fast, man. We're starting right now. We're sending invites after the show. People can start messing with the rosters. We start with a 70-man roster or 75, whatever you have on there. We cut down to 53 by Sunday, and trades are going to be open this weekend, so we can start playing and building the team. Make sure you get your mini camp done, and then we have our free agent draft on Monday, and then we kick off Monday night.
Okay, so you guys are kicking off on Monday night. Interesting. So with that being said, I know we typically go on Sunday. So what we might end up doing actually is I'm gonna double check and make sure I have the time. I think I will. So if I do have the time, maybe we'll get a kickoff game on Monday night here on Snypz TV Gaming. Maybe we'll get that.
That will be awesome.
Yeah, maybe we'll get that going. Maybe we'll get that going, no doubt. So with that being said, any last words, Dorian, before we get on out of here?
Nah, man, I'm just ready for the season. I'm ready to take these Bears to the promised line. That's about it.
I feel you, bro. I definitely feel you on that, man. So, this is going to be a excellent season. I cannot wait, guys. I so can't wait. Y'all don't understand. I so can't wait for this season to pop off. I really can't. But look, Cali with a C. Any final thoughts before we break on out of here, my brother?
Hey, I just want to thank you, man. I'm pretty sure you're doing your thing. You're probably in high demand, higher and higher every day. And I want to thank you for saving a spot for us. You know, we're going a few years working together. It always makes it takes the league to the next level, in my opinion. As far as the league, we're back for 15th year. You know,
It's so awesome.
That's pretty exciting. You know, we have a core group of owners. I think we have like 28 back, and then original from day one last season, and then 4 guys that really earned their spot last year, whether they came in the middle of the season or a little later. Those 4 guys are 4 that I hope finish the season. So again, I think we can finish 32 for 32 this year, and then it's gonna be a lot of fun. You know, we're ready to get started.
It's so awesome, man. It's so awesome. 15 years you know, in the making here for the OMFL, man. And you guys are continuing to just, you know, roll on and continuing to just dominate the league, the league echelon. It really is, because there's not a lot of leagues that go that long. So big up to all of you guys, man, and that continue to, you know, help the league continue to run, man. And I'm so appreciative of you guys coming back to me to, you know what I mean, to be a part of this thing and to bring that element of excitement to the league and to many other leagues out there. So if you've never seen a game here on Snypz TV Gaming, I tell you what, man, they're a lot of fun to do. And now that you guys are getting everything going, we definitely want to try to get something going for Monday night, which will be a lot of fun. If we can get something going this Monday coming up for your, you know, for your season one opener, that would be absolutely fantastic. We just got to figure out a time, and once we do that, we'll get that squared away. And so we'll be in touch with each other, Dorian and Cali. We'll definitely be in touch with each other with that, so we can get this thing locked up and ready to go, man. I'm so pumped for season 1, bros. Well, actually, excuse me, season 64. Let me make sure I get that correct. Season 64. All right, season 64 here for the OMFL. Man, this is incredible, guys. Congratulations to you guys, by the way, as well, man. Congratulations to you guys. Again, this is a long time coming for this league, and I'm definitely looking forward for the next 4 seasons, no doubt. All right, so look, with that being said, everybody, we are gonna get on out of here. OMFL is officially underway. Don't forget, they just stated they sent out all of the they're sending out all of the invites to the league right now. So when you get your invites, make sure you do what you need to do to get everything started up. And you guys will be kicking off real soon, man. And here on Monday night, well, again, time to be determined. Monday night, we will have the official kickoff game here for season 64 of the OMFL. But with that being said, it is your boy Snypz, and for my guy Ehmo that had to get his family time in, big up to him once again. Also my guy Dorian and my guy Cali. We are out of here, guys. Take care, be blessed, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Slide, folks.
All right.